I'm Pablo Barnes. I was born in Argentina and now I like to run. My father was a really good swimmer. The competitive spirit was passed by him. When I was a kid, I used to do many sports, like running and playing around and football, because in Argentina everybody plays football. I didn't do any competition until I was kind of old, 27 or 26, when I arrived to Italy. But before that, I had a really active life. Biking on holidays, so we pedal around the world and we made many distances. We both travel around, walking a lot, trekking a lot, hiking in Nepal and running everywhere, but with no competitions. We didn't do any competitions. But it was just in Italy that we started running like seriously. I realized that I'm not the normal guy. That was the beginning of everything. My particularity is that I run ultramarathons on asphalt and also I run on the trails. Everywhere there are mountains, so if I go out from my house, I find mountains. So I go up and down, and then I like to do many competitions, different terrains and different distances. I like to do everything. But I think I'm quite good on ultramarathons. The mental part is very important. You must be fit, but at one point everybody's feeling really tired, and it's your mind that keeps you going. When I started running, I remember the first races, it was kind of easy comparing to now. You could walk and you could take your time on the refreshments. Everything was a little more relaxed. Now you have to run all the time and you have to do fast everything, otherwise you are on the back. And I like to go on the front, so I have to adapt myself to the new world that is going faster. In the beginning, it was enough to be fit, but now you have to train. Now you have to train hard, to do interval training and to take care of your heart, eating good and going to sleep early. I think everything is important, and now if you want to be fast, you must be on every detail. In total, now I have 11 World Championships. When you start, a marathon looks really long, especially if you want to keep a fast pace. I wanted to go under 3 hours. Now it looks easier, but my dreams was to run on the national team, on the Argentinian national team. I'm not the best runner, I'm not the fastest runner, but if I had the chance, I go and I take it. I think I have good results on my life. I went to many podiums and I was lucky to win a lot of races. I had the record of 24 hours, 12 hours and 50K, and I had the best performance in Spartathlon and the best performance in UTMB of Argentina. When I started running with Marco Olmo. Now he's almost 70. My goal would be running when I will be old. I think that's my main target. But the meaning of why I run, I think I still didn't find it. Sometimes it gets really difficult, because it will come the time where you feel tired and you don't want to go. If you have a strong mind, you go over everything. I remember when I was younger, it was easier to go when it was raining. Now I just follow my feelings and I go. If one day I just feel like I don't want to run, I just don't run. I run the next, and the next I'm probably stronger and I have more energy. I'm not enjoying it if I'm not training. Training for me is not a pressure. It's not something hard. I think living without running is hard. It was 2008. I was one of the best around. I won 3 races in a row, and in Italy there was only a few more. I was feeling the guide of the moment. We were in training in Morocco with my wife and a group of guys. I started feeling some pains on the legs, but I didn't want to stop, and we were running 6 days. On the last day we were going really fast downhill, and at one point I felt that a really terrible pain. It was difficult to even walk, and from that moment I couldn't run anymore. That was the worst year of my life. Living was really difficult without running, because everything was focused on that. I started going to many doctors to do a lot of treatments. I got some injections. They thought I had an inflammation for pubalgia, but actually I broke my bone for stress because I ran too much. From that moment, I couldn't run anymore. I tried to find a new meaning for my life, because running was like the main thing. But I felt that there was something missing. The only thing I wanted to do is back to running. I have to be patient, and then the pain was a little less, and then a little less, and one day I could run again. I think that was one of the happiest moments in my life. And now every time I finish a race, I just kiss the floor, because just to be able to run is something beautiful.